our guest comes from Cardiff. He's a prolific writer on all matters of scientific kind, and he has his own series on Channel 4 at the moment. It's called Food for Thought. And his book, The Cult of the Expert, has just come out in a German edition. And he's participating in scanning electron microscopy research, which seems extremely impressive, if not a little baffling, at University College Cardiff. Let's see if he can successfully baffle our panel with his question. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brian J. Ford. Hello, Brian. Right. Now, Brian has a gentleman he'd like the two panels to try and identify. Here's your first picture clue coming up. And Brian, if you'd read the cryptic clue, please.
The cryptic clue goes like this. An Irish heath with celestial yearnings.
Okay, I don't want the answer yet because you're going to get to a second picture straight away as well. Second picture. No, I don't want to hear it. You should recognise that picture. It's been in the news a lot in recent months. Okay. Welcome back to part 2 of About Face. We have a special guest at this point in the programme. It's Brian J. Ford, and he's got a man that he wants the panel to try and identify. 2 pictures you've seen already, just before the break. And the cryptic clue, perhaps you'd read it again, please, Brian.
Yes, here it goes. It's an Irish heath with celestial yearnings.
Right, okay. Now, we have 2 volunteers on my left who are willing to have a stab at it, I think. Eleanor and John Julius?
Well, I don't think we can be the only people to have identified Halley's Comet.
That's right.
Which we'd recognise anywhere.
Would it be pronounced Haley? In this case?
That there are arguments.
No, in this case.
No, it isn't actually.
Right.
We thought about Bill Haley and his comet.
His comet. It would have been a very good guess. It's not.
I wondered whether he played the
What about
xylophone.
the xylophone?
Yes, we couldn't work that one out.
Yes. Yes. Any thoughts from Raymond
Well,
and
there used to be
Irene?
a big fat man when I was a child who played the xylophone called
Teddy Brown.
Yeah.
I went to school with his father.
You never did.
He was much fatter than his father.
No, Brian Ford wouldn't have it.
Nothing to do.
Fascinating stuff. But what's he got to do with Halley's Comet and other heavenly bodies, come to think of it?
I can't think of anything else that a xylophone
What's
has
got to do
anything
with
else
the
to do
xylophone?
with.
This person has a lot to do with his xylophone. Well, a little to do with his
No,
xylophone.
I'm utterly astonished. I thought this was so easy.
Oh, Patrick, no, they got it first, right.
He plays the xylophone, doesn't he?
He does, yes, he does.
And he writes opera.
You're right. Well, yes, the reason that he came to mind is because of one of those awful moments on a programme years ago, which still gives me nightmares. I used to take part with Patrick in a show called Dial a Scientist. And little kids used to send in questions, terribly difficult questions, of course, when they're little kids. And we'd had a run from Dis in Norfolk. I don't know whether anybody here has got connections with Dis in Norfolk, but a disproportionate number of questions came in because the local school teacher kept encouraging the kids to send in these super questions. So after the run of about 3 or 4 programmes, the producer had word that there should be no more Dis in Norfolk. We'd had quite enough of that. So he laid the law down before the programme started. And we joked about it, got quite hysterical, making silly puns like, Dis is getting out of hand. And so we went on, and the first questioner was a little boy called David Nicholas from Walton Green. Oh, said Paddy Feeney, the chairman, Walton Green, we've never had a question from there. Haven't you, he said. No, where is it, said Paddy. It's at Dis in Norfolk.
Did you get the question answered very easily?
I don't remember that. Just that moment is ingrained on my mind. It's so hard not to burst into hysterical giggles when that happens.
Well, thank you very much for taking part in this programme.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye.